Are we on? Hetep, sisters and brothers, I am Proof B, or Professor Bates. Welcome. I guess I'm going to start calling these little videos I make right now bedroom chats because it's like really easy for me because I'm in my bed and I just pick up my computer and make a video. But what I've been thinking about 3:45 in the morning was that this year was like I got two people. One is my nephew, a male, and one is my ex. And they both have cancer of one sort or another. So it got me thinking. Now, my nephew, his whole life is, we talked tonight. They called me up, my brother and my nephew, and, we talked and had a good time over the internet. And then but before that, I checked out my ex's page, and she was talking about having fibroids. So I'm like, this is really fucked up. So I'm like, what's the difference? Why do I call myself Proof B? I'm pushing 70 years old, and the ailments I had as when I was younger are mostly gone now. I used to have pain in the back of my neck when I try to do. My knee used to give out on me. I used to have some problems, and then I had two operations before I was 18, or by the time I had the second operation when I was 18, the first operation when I was 12. So over the years, my body has gotten better. So I'm saying this because my ex is a yoga teacher. And I mean, she's off the chain. She dance, she do yoga, she sing, she's talented, she's beautiful, off the chain. Now my nephew never really gave a shit about health or any of that type of stuff. I was actually living we had an apartment together when I was teaching Tai Chi, and him or nobody else from the family ever once came to any of my classes. Well, one of my brothers came down one time and looked at the class, and he never came back. And I tried to teach my other brother, the one that called me tonight, I tried to teach him what we call Qigong breathing exercises one day, and he's like, this is too hard. So, this was like years and years ago in the 80s, and now people are getting sick. But I'm still, I mean, I'm not perfect. I do my thing, but I'm still here. Now, the point is, what I think the difference is, like I said, my ex on that side of the coin, I have met other yoga teachers, at least three. She's like the third one that I've met that get sick. Why? They were all women. the first woman I met, she had fluid coming out of the bottom of her foot, and she had health problems. And then I met another one. I can't remember what her health. And now this with that was my baby. That's my baby. She's uh, she's talking about she got fibroids. I understand what that is. I had a girlfriend a long time ago with fibroids, and it's not a joke. Now, on the other hand, my nephew, well, he just had a bad life. I'm trying to figure that one out. I'm like, we live together. I'm right next to him. He's like the closest thing to a younger brother I've had. And it's like, why is all this shit happening to you? And I've had a pretty easy life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and the thing I think that is the denominator, or whatever you call it, is that the practice of Chinese kung fu in particular is what has kept me from getting sick or any of that type of stuff. Whereas the yoga and all that type of stuff, see, it's a different mentality. And what I'm starting to study now is everything comes down to your mentality. So I think about, I don't know all yoga and I don't know all yoga people, but from what I have seen, because I've been a teacher for a while and I've been around yoga teachers and they still getting sick or having health problems. I'm like, now, the idea, like most people probably have, of yoga is sitting there. You might be doing some chanting, hamina, 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 or, stuff like that. Now, on the other hand, when we do Kung Fu or Kung Fu, we are moving. And Kung Fu is specifically, one side of it is specifically to strengthen the internal organs, because on the other side, somebody might try to hit you in your stomach or your liver or your kidneys. So we have exercises to strengthen the internal organs. You understand? So what are these health practitioners doing? Humana, 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 humana. I won't say evidently, but that don't seem to be keeping you healthy for a long time. Again, for instance, study the people who teach the Tai Chi that I studied. The Tai Chi that I studied is called Wu Style Tai Chi Chuan. Now, it's a form of Wu family Tai Chi Chuan. But, again, I think it's the things that we do to move energy, to gather energy in the different organs, etc. The breathe is 3 or 4 main things that I think would keep a person healthy. First of all, is correct breathing. Now, that should be the foundation of anything that you do, whether it's yoga. I think they do breathing exercises, some of them, or kung fu, and then the next one is food. A lot of people like to eat, so they're eating, and it takes energy for your body to digest food. You can look at me and see I have never been a good eater. But did you just see me punch myself in the stomach? Huh? Learn how to breathe correctly. Because I breathe here now in my in my abdomen, not. I tell people, I teach breathing. They be, I know how to breathe. Okay, bye. Breathing. Lessen the amount. I didn't say change your diet. Lessen the amount. If you like to eat, especially if you like to eat, lessen the amount of food that you eat. Eat more nutrition. Get some hemp seeds and put it in your food. You get hungry like an hour or two later after you done filled yourself up with a bunch of food. You get hungry because food is bullshit now. The vegetables don't have any vitamins, etc., etc. Get some hemp seeds. I'm gonna be pushing this hemp. Get some hemp seeds and put it with your food. Eat less. The nutrition from the hemp will make you not hungry in an hour or two. Breath. Lessen the amount of food. Lessen the amount of water that you drink, especially if you're like a heavy person, and especially if you're a melanated person, because we hold, especially the women, hold water. This is when you see cellulite in the thighs and all that. That's water that because your kidneys are only the certain big. So if you do what they tell you to do, drink 8 glasses of water a day, you're basically drowning yourself. Drink water when you're thirsty, and only drink what you need to get unthirsty. Don't drink, especially if you're not an athlete. Now, if you're an athlete, that's different. You're sweating a lot, etc., etc. But if you're just sitting around the house, you don't need 8 glasses of water every day. Breath, food, water. Oh yeah, we're gonna go there. Sex. So, I try to teach some people, the males, to learn how to ejaculate. Oh boy. And the females, the woman, how to stop or lessen their menstruation. Oh boy, when you try to tell people that stuff, especially so called black people, what? Don't come? What? I'm supposed to have my menstruation. For the past 20 years, or more than 20 years, I practiced ejaculation. When I was younger, in the summertime, you might have a ejaculation now and then to release, because spring and summer, you when you're young, you're like, I want. So you have to learn breathing and how to hold the semen and sperm in the body. When you recirculate the sexual energy through breathing. Think about this for a second. This sexual energy, your sperm and your ovarian fluids and all that, creates a whole nother human being. Now imagine taking those fluids and recirculating them within your own body. What are you doing? You're rebuilding your body. Every 7 years, every cell in your body is a new cell. You basically a new person. So you can either deteriorate or you can keep on rising up. Some of the things I do are not simple. That of most of all is probably the most not simplest thing to do. But it depends on what you want to go through when you get my age. Do you want to be sick? You want to have pain? You want to be falling apart and your mind is gone? And believe me, we have gotten weaker since my father's time, and then us, and then these children now. The physical body has gotten weaker. The mental body is really weak. And over my short time on this planet, I have seen, I'm a teacher, I have seen the degeneration of people. So, you don't have to listen to what I say. Keep on doing what you're doing if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And see how it turned out. One more thing I forgot to mention. Now, the practice of Kung Fu strengthening the organs, internal organs, etc. The thing is, you really don't have to do the fighting stuff. You understand? I didn't mention anything about fighting. I said there are certain practices in martial art, or in Kung Fu specifically, but in martial art overall. But I don't know any other martial art like Chinese martial art. We got herbs, we got breathing, we got stances, we got... You understand what I'm saying? It's like everything is geared towards strengthening your body, as opposed to, I don't want to get sick, I'm going to do my chakras, and you're just sitting around thinking about being healthy because you're scared of being sick. Get up and move. See, in Tai Chi, we learn to move energy, not just, oh, my lower chakra and my middle chakra and you're sitting there like, yeah, I know they got some yoga that they do movements, but again, I've met yoga teachers and they get sick, and I don't understand. I don't know. I know a few Kung Fu teachers and Kung Fu people because I've been doing this for over 40, all my life, damn near. And I don't know one of them that has any health problems. We smoke herb. My best friend smokes cigarettes till his day. Smoke in class, all that. So, like I said, you don't have to listen to me. Do what you do and see where it go. I'm out. Peace. Gotta get the arrow on the butt.